Hey everybody, I am David, and today I'm going to be talking about Avengers Infinity War, a movie that is 10 years in the making. And man, I don't even know how to control myself right now. I think this movie delivered on everything I was hoping for, plus more. I came out of the theater like a little schoolboy, just like finding out that it's summer holidays and I'm gonna go on holidays and see my favorite uncle. I don't know. It's not an uncle. This is way more than that. This is much more than a family member. Look, this movie is a nerd's dream come true. I don't read the comics very often. I'm very much aware of them. I've seen animated interpretations. But I still can't help getting excited on how well these stories are told. And this one is a movie that is definitely a 10-year worth wait. If you are a fan of these characters, of their journey, of their stories, this is for you. If you are someone that hasn't seen all the MCU films, you probably heard this from other reviewers. Like, if you've only seen 3 out of all 19 of them, you're not gonna be as invested in this film as someone like I am, you know? I am heavily invested in these characters. I love what they've done up to this point, and this movie delivered on every possible level. And there's probably Easter eggs I'm not even aware of yet. And look, how do I even... You know what? I'm going to spoil... no, I'm not going to spoil anything. I want people to go into this movie. I know I said I was going to do a spoiler review, but I want people to go into this movie and experience it for the first time. Because the joy I had during this movie, seeing certain characters interact with one another, characters that we didn't think that were going to act with one another, they do. Some of the... Obviously, you do see some of the pairings in the commercials, like the Thor teaming up with the Guardians a little bit, and Iron Man and Spider-Man and Doctor Strange teaming up with some of the Guardians, and then you got Captain America and his crew in Wakanda. There were certain storylines that I was wondering if they were going to drop, and there are a couple of storylines that actually make a comeback. Even ones that I didn't think would come back to haunt me or to haunt us, and they actually do. Maybe I'll make separate videos as time passes so people have enough time to see the movie. I will make like videos on my thoughts on certain aspects, certain surprises and stuff like that really made me happy. This is definitely a movie about the villain. And I think by the end of this movie, people will be like, Marvel has managed to make the most successful movie about a villain than any other movie that tried to do it beforehand. I'm thinking of movies like Suicide Squad and Maleficent, movies that were supposed to be about a villain, and the movie turns them more into heroes rather than villains. This is a villain movie through and through. And by the end of it, it's still a villain movie. That's all I'm going to say on that. There are a lot of stakes in this movie. Stakes that I didn't think were going to be as intense as I thought they were going to be. There were times I was literally on the edge of my seat praying for a character to get, like, stay in this alive. There are deaths. That's all I'm gonna say, and that's not a spoiler because people, the directors of Infinity War have said that there's going to be casualties. There are a lot of casualties. Some of them I think will be somehow retconned or something, maybe in Avengers 4. Some of them I think are going to be permanent deaths, which they should be, because people hate the cop-out routine. So I think there are some permanent deaths. You'll know them when you see them. Others, I don't know how permanent they'll be. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see. Look, if you're going in this movie hoping for your favorite superhero, you're going to get a lot of that. There are a lot of great moments with all of these characters. I think the Guardians have more of the comedic timing. Not saying that Iron Man and Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and Captain America and those guys don't have their comedic moments. They all do, but the Guardians, when the Guardians are on screen, it's like a Guardians of the Galaxy movie again. Which is what I really loved about this movie, how well it balanced all these characters from these different films and integrated them into this one epic journey. That's all I can say about this movie. I tried to think of a negative. The only maybe negative thing I can think of that I know some people are having some problems with, but I did not at all, was the multiple stories going on, because there are so many characters and they're all split throughout these like 3-4 different storylines going on, that it's to be expected that it was going to shift from here and there. But it's nothing different from like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, where you get, you know, your Frodo and Sam story arc with your Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas storyline, and then you have your Gandalf storyline over there too. It's nothing different from that, and that just shows how big this journey, this mission is. And I really enjoyed it because of that, and I think it was balanced much better, as best as it could be. And personally, I was not bored at all. The CGI in this movie is incredible. It puts characters like Steppenwolf to shame. There are moments in this movie where I thought Thanos was maybe Josh Brolin in makeup at times, because the CGI on his mocap was outstanding. Yeah, that's all I can say, guys. If I were to rate this movie, I would probably give it... I want to give it a 10 so badly, but I think it's because I just came out of this movie like an hour ago, that maybe I'm so excited that that's the reason I want to give it a 10 out of 10. But I am going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I simply just had a blast, and I can't wait to go see it again tomorrow, which I am. I'm taking my family to go check it out. So I already have my tickets all set. I've had them set for a while. And yeah, so until next time, guys, I hope you guys comment below and leave your thoughts on this wonderful film. I know not everyone loves the MCU, but hey, you're in the minority. What can I say? But for those that love the MCU, comment below and tell me your thoughts on it. Do you think it's overrated hype, or are you on my page? Were you just dissatisfied as I was? Tell me. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and until next time, take care.